Photojournalism isn't dead. The newspapers and magazines that created and nurtured it are. The photographers are still out there, documenting and interpreting those events which shape the history of our turbulent times. The difference is that now they're operating in a vacuum, without the financial support or the audiences once provided by those publications when they took a more serious view of themselves and the world. Instead of reality, they now want fantasy. Instead of substance, they want style. If we are to believe everything we read and see in today's newspapers and magazines, our lives are driven by a relentless appetite for exotic holidays, the perfect cappuccino, and bedroom confessions of football players. The public's intelligence has been insulted, and we don't care. Along with the rethinking of editorial priorities that swept the newsroom, came a technological revolution which forever altered the way the public looks at a photograph. The digital darkroom, that same software that allows us to transmit a photograph from a laptop in the back seat of a car in Baghdad to a picture desk in London in an instant, has also given us the tools to manipulate that photograph, altering its meaning forever in a seamless and, to the untrained eye, an undetectable way. The photograph is no longer a document of incontrovertible truth. It is no longer evidence, and the public knows that. The digital revolution in photojournalism has robbed our profession of perhaps its most valuable asset, the assumption that our work speaks with integrity. Philip Graham, when he was publisher of the Washington Post, once observed that journalism is the rough draft of history. Those of us who gather news for a living, writers and photographers who see the world as it really is rather than fantasize it about it being someplace else, regard Graham's observation as the driving force behind our craft. We are witnesses. We gather the hard evidence by which future generations will judge the failures and the achievements of our era. I'm Judah Passow. I'm a photojournalist. Come check out my course in photojournalism at Majazi Academy.